Let's talk about the first story. Looks like Young Thug's homies are snitching. Paperwork is showing that several members of YSL, which stands for Young Slime Life, slime being a blood terminology in down south, have already cooperated with feds against Young Thug. It's not looking good for Thugger.
Look, man, that rich cat that's doing the dirt don't have no real money. Okay? A lawyer go on 25,000 plus to start defending you and shit like that. Cash up front before you go to court. In most cases, ain't no payment plans. A real lawyer go on something. He gonna need something to hand. He gonna need to hold something to defend your ass. Okay? They start throwing them football scores at your ass. Talking about them blowouts. 35, 40 years. Folks start realizing, man, homeboy ain't coming to get me. Plus, he need all the money he got to defend his shit. And here you down to a situation now. What's it really going to be? You or him? And that's bottom line. And everybody figure he got the money to beat it. He got the money to fight it. I don't. I'm going home to my kids, my girl, my mama, whatever the case may be. And that's what you're dealing with. It's everybody a gangster till it's time to go to jail. Okay? Everybody's a gangster till it's time to go to jail. So that's what you're dealing with, man. That is your scenario in a nutshell.
Man, and if I could tell the kids one thing, it's this. On my show, I talk to a lot of people who've done years, decades behind bars. And one constant thing that they've told me is that 90% of people right now are in prison, are in jail because somebody told on them. So look at your homeboy next to you who's talking about he's your ride or die. That's my homie, man. We always going, man, if some shit go down, man, we both going down together, blah. Man, when the judge, like you said, Lonzo, starts throwing football numbers, that ain't going to be your homie anymore.
Yeah. Ask John Gotti, man, when you looking at the real multi-millionaire gangsters, motherfuckers flip. They flip. They don't want that time, man. You start talking about bodies, you talking about 25 to life minimum. Sometimes you ain't never going home. If I don't give him up, I don't go home. That's the game they play. Either give him up and go home, or sit next to him. I don't care, because they get paid regardless. They get paid regardless.
Yep. And snitching was kind of a big trending topic this week because XXXTentacion, who was a rapper we talked about who was killed a few years ago in front of a motorcycle shop by a few people who wanted to rob him. One of the people is turning against his co-defendants. I mean, snitching is the new thing. We're living in an era, Lonzo, where Tekashi 6ix9ine is walking around and still getting billions of streams, dude.
When you're not a gangster, you're not prepared to just fuck your life off for no good reason, and you're faced with that kind of shit, reality sets in real quick, and the conversation changes. Your loyalty changes. Your loyalty becomes your self-preservation is the only thing you care about. Your preservation is the only thing that matters to you. Okay? Your girl start crying, your kids start crying, you start crying. And these dudes, these guys, this new generation, most of them, they ain't built for it tough, man. They ain't built for it tough. You got guys who, this generation right here is the first generation that actually never had to earn anything. When they played baseball and basketball and little league teams, they got trophies for showing up. They just had to, mama had to, when you signed up, you got a goddamn trophy, whether you was any good or not, okay? Everybody was so busy trying to maintain everybody's self-esteem. We don't want little Johnny to feel insecure or make him feel by not getting a trophy. Well, if little Johnny really wants that trophy, little Johnny going to get it. Here we have the same thing in the music business. The music business, up until now, you had to sell records to be a star. Up until now, the last 10 years, you had to sell physical music to be a star. You ain't got to sell records no more. You got to get streams, and the streams only pay one hundredth of a penny or some shit like that per stream. Ain't nobody making no real decisions. They kind of giving it to you because it ain't costing them nothing. They giving you the music because it don't cost them no money to give it. It don't cost them money to produce it. It don't. It's the whole scenario has changed so much. Again, if they had to grow up in the era where I grew up, so many guys, Dre, and whoever grew up, well, somebody had to make a decision, get in their car, go to the store and actually buy, spend some money, some cash, and wasn't getting stuff just because it sounded like some other stuff. People had to make decisions, man. You know, are you going in the Motown movie for Berry Gordy? Are you gonna buy this song or buy you a sandwich? Would you buy this single or buy this sandwich? Niggas get the music free, go get a blunt, and still it's all good. Ain't nobody got nothing but the money for the blunt. Ain't no decisions be made. They're giving it to you. So this is the difference from the era of where I come from and where so many real sustainable stars. Think about this, man. Ain't a whole bunch of sustainable cats. They got a bunch of fly by nights.
Hit that organ, Lonzo. I feel it coming.
I call them skyrockets. They go up and they go right back down. They go up and they come right back down. These cats have no sustainability. Even most of them can't transition into movies. Okay? If they transition into movies, they only playing themselves. Okay? Think about it. You would think by now, Tekashi 69 would have been in the movie. But there's it's limited value. Okay? You still got Cube making movies. You still got Snoop doing every goddamn thing. Every goddamn thing. I watched Snoop the other day on a Jamie Foxx movie on Netflix.
That's
playing
good.
A goddamn vampire killer. You know, but he playing Snoop, but he's a sustainable character. He's himself with a different name, Big John, and he's shooting shit. Okay? He get bit at the end, but he still come back because he's Snoop. They want his ass back in the goddamn. He gonna get some special shit as a vampire. He's the only vampire I know come back. Okay? That whole movie was revamping vampires because you got the Cubs or some other. You got this kind of vampire, that kind of vampire, and this one right here don't hang with that one. And now they starting to hang together, so they got different. So you got vampires. They got a vampire sunscreen that vampires can hang outside. Now get the fuck out of here with that shit.
You fucking with it?
It's good bullshit. I'll roll with it because it ain't real no way. So if you want to give a vampire some sunscreen, oh man, come on, dude. I ain't mad at you. Shit, let's go.